You know, I haven't ridden a quad in like 10 years.
This is the first quad you've ridden in 10 years.
Yeah.
That's the first interesting fact.
32 years old. Been surfing professionally for 14 years. Put my fins in the wrong way. I had to stop and get gas. We're running behind y'all. It's light out and we're not at the beach. It's not what you want. But been packing up some bigger boards. Swell's solid, 6 feet, 14 seconds. It's big. I mean, for the East Coast. We're gonna go try and hunt some outside bars that are gonna handle that period. When the period's that high, pretty much everywhere shuts down and doubles up. You gotta find the right sandbar. We haven't had a swell like this 5 months or something. 4 or 5 months since spring. So we gotta do some hunting today. Welcome back. What'd you do?
I just sat down in the front with my tripod for some reason. No particular reason, just thought it'd be a pretty bad idea.
Oh! Oh, oh, where's the corner? Where's no corner? Oh, look at the corner. Look at the roll in! Look at the roll in! Holy cow! Holy cow! Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and set up.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, look, somebody. Oh, wide ball. Oh, it closed out, you're dead. Who's ready to get flexed?
I think I'll sign the petition, I'm ready.
First time in 6 months.
Yeah, right?
What do you got in here? We got a 510 Ghost or 5.8 potato launcher. Quad.
Hey, quad!
Quad?
Quad!
Quad. Quad. We're gonna try, it's decided. Jason Forrest and Mark Dawson made the call. We're going quad AJW potato launcher. It is 5.8 by 18.5 by 2.39. 27 liters. Pintail. I never ride a quad. We're gonna give it a go. Well, y'all, welcome back. Sorry that this whole intro bit has been like choppy. You know, everywhere I checked since dawn was just not good. We checked a few spots. No one was finding anything up and down the whole island. Heard Nag's Head was good, but I don't drive over the bridge. So we are here to hunt the biggest waves we can find today. There's some crazy ones. It isn't perfect, but we're out there for the Hail Mary. If we can get one, it's worth it. So let's give it a shot. 5.8 AJW potato launcher. Quad setup. I'm gonna put a set of Futures Pizel quads in. Let's see if we can do this. Please. Good night. This is more what it looked like when I got here. Yeah. So I'm just gonna assume it goes through phases. That's what we do it for. That's what we do it for. That's why we're going out. Got waves up here.
I wouldn't recommend going right. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Quad fin, what'd it do? I don't know if you would have made it on a thruster. Succeeded. Wow. Ooh, backwash. That was an ankle breaker. Good night. There's still so much potential to get a crazy one here. Oh my gosh, look at this thing doubling up.
Hello, folks.
Welcome back to Lifestyles of the Dingus and Famous. We are driving the beach, hunting sandbars.
We scored.
We scored. We got one. That was the goal. The Hail Mary session, we got one. Doesn't always pan out that way. Feels really good when it does. There were not very many waves ridden. There were even fewer ridden successfully, but we gave it a go. The buoys have now picked up to 5.5 feet at 17 seconds. Like, the East Coast rarely ever sees that kind of period. So now, even where we were is not handling it. And so we're driving looking for spots. We actually did find a zone that I think would be fine, but the wind has gotten worse too. The wind is almost as bad as my truck sounds.
Which is pretty bad.
Which is pretty bad. We're gonna go look around, try and get some food, I guess. I don't know, we're in cruise mode. Now that we have successfully bagged a nice wave and a couple others, we're cruising, there's no stress. So we're gonna keep trying to hunt and hope that somewhere this afternoon turns on. We're kind of at the mercy of the wind and the period though. The hunt continues, but we're stoked on how things are going today.
I'm beaching it. Maryland folk. So Maryland folk having a good old beach day. Little do they know, Brett got a 12-point ride. They're completely clueless.
I know, I walked by and this lady was like, man, it's pretty rough out there, ain't it? And I was like, I mean, this is kind of what we wait for.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Man's hooked up. I'm checking the waves. Got this crazy looking bar. Oh, this dumb wind is ruining it. That wave was crazy. Yeah, boy. Back where we started today. It's the first place I checked today. It's where we surfed. It's where I'm back to now because everywhere else I keep looking at is not good. Not that here's good either. It's just honestly that we fell victim to the long period swell this morning. And then the wind. The wind is not good. It is like southwest. Saying that there's west in it might be a stretch. Now we're about 30 minutes from dead low tide. Oh my, this one might be. I think what we're gonna end up doing is waiting for the tide to come back in and hope that from like 5:30 or 6 until dark, we get a window. So I'm probably gonna run home, make an iced coffee, sit in the AC for a minute because my AC doesn't work in this, it's broke, and then try and come back here. I think that's the best call. The East Coast is not like a 15-second plus period, so is what it is. Stoked. I'm like stoked on the day. I'm happy to kick off hurricane season, the fall season with like a gem of a wave, and yeah, we'll see what we can make happen this afternoon. I have driven a lot today. Oh my gosh, is this one gonna do it? Too foamy. Yeah, so sorry this video is a lot of talking, not a lot of surfing, but that's basically what today's been. But the surfing we did, we had a moment, we had opportunity, and I got lucky. That was all it was. I got lucky. Now, I mean, I've ridden, I haven't ridden a quad in like 10 years.
This is the first quad you've ridden in 10 years.
Yeah.
That's the first interesting fact.
So basically what happened was I had my first wave, I took off late, and I went to pump, and something felt weird on the pump. Like the board itself, the foam and the fiberglass and the way the rail feels, like everything feels good, but something doesn't feel right about the fins. So they're the Pizel paddle axe, which I didn't realize. I didn't realize they were the, yeah, I didn't realize that. Future sent them to me, and I just saw Paizel. I was like, okay, cool. So I just threw them in, and then I saw the logo on them while I was out there. I was like, oh, it doesn't have as much rake to it, and it's a shorter fin that's like, seems like it has a bigger, not necessarily a bigger base, but. So that's what Justin Quintola and I looked at him, because he had some like AM1 quads in his board, and so we were comparing the two, and I was like, there's obviously way more rake to those fins, and they're taller.
Is it way taller too?
Yeah, and so I was like, man, I wonder if I switch, which I have another set of quad fins. So just to like follow up with what the main thing happened was, after those first couple waves, I was like, maybe I just need like a longer wave to pump and feel it out. And so a bomb comes, and I'm like behind it, like so deep, but like chipping into it good. And I take off and I knife, and I'm not even like super late. And when I go to pump, dude, the way I like leaned, and as I tried to like throw my weight up the face, it was like it just wanted to stop. Like it felt like, I don't know if it was that the fins were just not like trying to keep me going straight instead of turning, but it like stopped, and I nearly flew over the handlebars.
The Maverick small fin theory is literally like the goal is strictly getting you down the line and down the face, like basically big fins slow you down. It's not supposed to just slow you down, it's they also hold you up high in the face. I always pushed big fins in it, and said, especially on the rear quad, going more of a larger, a medium, and then the front fins, I say ride whatever the heck your favorite front fins are.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of, because the wind kind of got bad, and so we haven't surfed the rest of the day, but I think we're gonna get a window this afternoon, and so I'm gonna try it again, and I was gonna switch up fins, and I was either debating trying another quad set or just throwing like my regular Johns in the front.
So the fins do need to be larger.
Okay.
We're not trying to go faster.
Right, yeah, I mean, speed wasn't the issue. I mean, I flew. Like, I flew.
You need more control.
That's how my wave was. I basically was like going over the handlebars, and then held on and gave it just one little pump, and then I was locked in. And it was funny because like in that split second, I was like, I hate quads. And then as soon as the lip started landing, I saw how deep I was. I was like, but I might only make this because I'm on a quad. Like I had those two thoughts in between the takeoff and pulling in. But that's what Quintal and I were talking about. We're in comparing them. We're like, look, maybe like those fins are designed to just beeline it. And obviously around here, there's so many little adjustments you got to make because it's like, you know, tight beach break waves. So maybe those fins just are bad. So I wanted to see what you thought or just suggested as far as like, so you're saying taller fin for sure.
Look, the small fin theory is good when you're running and gunning, like highlining.
Right.
Larger fin is good if you're coming off the bottom.
Right, which is like
typically better coming off the bottom.
Which is like nearly every wave here. Like you just airdrop and there is no bottom.
So more rake is gonna give you that, but just more fin.
Just more fin, yeah.
I would definitely go more fin.
Okay.
You know, whatever. You know what I ended up doing for one?
Whoa, look at that thing! Oh, good night. This is bombing. Whoa, dude. Wow. Oh. Straight out. Good night. It's gonna happen. There's gonna be some gems. You're not coming out of that. We're on it, boys. All right, we're back at the beach. It's improving. We're gonna switch up the fin system here. Pretty cool to get the hop on the phone with Adam there from AJW, Adam Warden, and kind of dial in like what was going on this morning with the fins and the board. Explain it to him, and he suggested because I don't ever ride quads, I should just go with the front two fins of something I ride all the time. So we're gonna use the Johns in the front. You know, something Adam said too after I'd stopped recording, but he said there at the end that was like, you know, a thruster isn't gonna change crazy amounts with the fin setup. Obviously fins make a huge difference in boards, but In a thruster, it's not as drastic of a change as it can be in a quad. So we will find out here. Just to compare it to the John Johns. Look how much different that is. So, I'm gonna get it right. Yep, like that. The Pizell paddle axe versus the John John Tech Flex. So, we will, you know, this is a lot thicker fin too. When I feel this, it's like, so we'll see how the John Johns go in the front. And I'm gonna put Legacy F4s in the back, you know, compared to this. Let's see the difference here. It's a little smaller, a little more rake, thinner tip, you know. So you can see there the Pizell. Here's the extra rake you're seeing on the F4. Look how much more beef is here. It's a lot thicker. It's a lot thicker in general. So, y'all, I'm learning this with you. I know nothing. Today is about figuring it out. All right, brah.
Is that his board? Did his board
He was
break?
real close in Hatteras last year.
Yeah.
I'm ready to have my first backside.
We'll see you manana.
Alrighty.
Good game.
Good game. Till tomorrow.
Till tomorrow.
See you, Mace.
See ya.
All right, here we go. Adam Orden on the phone again. I told him how much better the board went when I put the John Johns in with the F4s in the back, and I sent him a photo, and he's like, dude, your trailers are in backwards or opposite. So I put them in. I don't think you can really see it in the video. You can actually. So you see this fin's out, canted out, and these are in. They're fighting each other.
Imagine how many surfers out there, you know, don't even have a clue and go through this scenario. Like, I didn't even like this board. I couldn't figure out why it was fighting itself.
Yeah, well, it didn't feel like it was fighting itself. It felt pretty awesome this afternoon. So, yeah. All right, well, I might get to ride him again tomorrow, so I'm gonna switch him to the right way.
Try, it shouldn't. My theory is with the quads, if you have to think differently or surf it differently, then they're not in the right position.
Right, and so that's how this morning was. This morning it was like I was having to really concentrate every wave and like baby them, and then this afternoon it was like just felt like a normal board that I've always ridden. Yeah, so
I appreciate it. Hey, you guys have a good one. And
yeah, you too, man. All right, later. We're just out here learning, buddy. We're just out here learning.
That's
32 years old. I've been surfing professionally for 14 years. Put my fins in the wrong way.
How can you do that?
I did it. All right, well, it still went good. The fin swap, this board felt insane this afternoon. So once I switch these again, who knows? We might get to ride it tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna actually sign you guys off from here. We're gonna make this swell 2 parts. We're gonna go. So part 1 was today, chasing the big day. We got waves tomorrow and the next day. Little buddy, I think, is gonna get to surf. Yeah, today was exciting. So stoked on the good one I got. Got a couple others. There just weren't a ton. And there were places that were cleaner and better, like the more waves today, but we were hunting for glory and we found the crazy one. So stoked on how it panned out. Trying out a quad for the first time, the AJW potato launcher. Once I put the right fins in, it felt really good this afternoon, but even this morning on that good one where I almost fell, like you saw me wobbling and almost falling, I'm gonna blame that 100% on the fins because the way it felt this afternoon was nothing like that. But once I was in the tube and locked in, it was mental. So I'm gonna ride this board quite a bit in some barrels. Today was only day one and stoked to take you guys along. It was a long day in the heat, the sun. We checked so many waves. I didn't even document them all because it was ridiculous. But had some fun chasing the first hurricane swell here in Hatteras and the first real swell we've had since May. It's been almost 4 months since our last legit swell. Long time, huh, bud?
Too long.
Too long. So we're gonna get after it tomorrow morning, but that'll be part 2. So stay tuned. Hope you guys are having a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all the support. If you like these episodes, be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss the next ones. The rest of you guys know the deal. See y'all next time.
My goodness.